Greetings, this is Richard. This is another random video on Richard's Random Stuff. Today is March 7th, 2024, and we're going to try to demonstrate why the sun appears to go straight down when it sets at an angle, sometime depending on where you are. So I'm going to try to explain that. I got my globe set up there. Got a big old flashlight down there modeling the sun. And I'm going to make the video first, do the model, and then I'll explain why I did what I did. So we're going to take an old iPhone here. We're going to get the camera lens as close as possible to the surface. And let's just say we start in Central America. I'm going to angle it down so that we have the horizon in the image. I'm going to start recording now. Try to keep the camera in the same spot. It'd be just like if it were mounted in a tripod. Oops, messed up there. You get the idea. And go back up and do that again. All right, that's pretty cool. So now, if we go look at that video, look at that one. So see, I got it tilted down so you see the horizon. And there comes the sun setting. Oops. Show it one more time. Pretty good little sunset. So why did I hold the camera like that? Why does it model what would actually happen on Earth? Got my little Lego man here. That little piece of tape is representing a camera, a phone camera. So he's always holding it straight out in front of him like this. So let's just say, well, first of all, I do have the Earth's axis is set up on the day of the autumn equinox. That's September 21st or 6th, I can't remember. So on that day, solar noon in Central America, he would have to lay on his back to point the camera directly at the sun to keep this, if he wanted to keep the sun in the center of the camera image. As day progressed, he would have to start tilting over, and he's also gonna have to start changing like this, so that by the time he gets to sunset, he'd basically be laying on his side, or he could be like that. Oh, actually, I didn't think about that. Like that. Okay, yeah, he'd be standing up like that, pointing at the sun. Now, we would need the camera to be right on the surface of the Earth, and we can't get a camera that low unless I cut a hole in the Earth. But I want to show you where sunset is. Actually, I'm gonna. All right, so we see the Earth's terminator, the shadow. As we go around, we see. So right about there, we're getting sunset. You can see the shadow. So what I did was instead of moving to match the sun, I basically put my camera in a tripod. Let's see. On the Earth so that I could see the horizon. Keep in mind, I would not see the sun at this point. We'd have to wait until we rotated, however far that far. And as we go, it sets. So you can actually see the shadow hitting the camera. So right about there is sunset. If I keep going the whole thing. Anyway, let's see what else. One real important thing is the iPhone standard camera app. You can't lock the rotation on it. In order to model this correctly, you have to lock the rotation in landscape mode. So I use a little app. It's called Movie Pro. It's pretty good. They're not paying me to say that. But if you go into settings, you can, somewhere in here, orientation. Go to orientation and you lock it in landscape. And then you see the bottom of your screen, you can only swipe up from here. You want that pointing at the surface of the Earth, and the camera needs to be level with that point on Earth. And that's just basically the same distance on each edge of the, well, messed up. We got to turn the camera over. You get the idea. So the phone would need to be level across there to be, accurately sitting level on ground in a tripod. One reason I chose to pick the autumn equinox is now we have a nice terminator that goes in line with my axis over here. Now, given that it's March 7th and the spring equinox is coming up very soon, it would have been nice to model that day, but that means the axis would be oriented like this, and I can't take my phone back without hitting this. If you wanted to, you can actually, it's pretty easy to figure out which way Earth's axis is based on what day of the year. But you can pick the spot that you live on. Basically, all you need is the latitude. And let's just say the axis were tilted like that. And get your phone on there and go like that. Or, even if you were up here, you would record. Actually, here, we'll just pick a spot. Actually, I live in Georgia up here. So we'd have to figure out what that day is. But let's just see if I do it like this. Okay. Try to keep the camera in the same spot. It'd be just like if it were mounted in a tripod. Oops, messed up there. Oop, that's the wrong video. Let's try that one. Oh, come on. You're getting bored yet? Okay, that's not that one then. Do it like this. Yeah, there we go. Oop. So you can model the sunset that you would see by picking your location, setting the Earth's axis to where it would be based on your light source, and put your phone on your spot and rotate it around, and yeah, it'll be sunset will be pretty close to that. All right, I'll stop there.